Not even a year into his return to the White House, and already President Donald Trump is facing his first real stress test at the ballot box and at the Supreme Court. Voters in multiple states of the US are heading to the polls this week, and the Supreme Court is also going to take up cases that could redefine president's authority. Let's just break this down for you. At stake is more than just governorships and mayoral offices. The results could actually signal how much political capital Trump still commands and how much backlash he may face as he battles towards the 2026 midterms. Trump himself seems uneasy. Recently, he was caught quoting, "We've had success like nobody, but for some reason you lose the midterms," quote unquote. The president has already begun framing the races as a battle for survival, warning Republicans that losing now could mean watching his agenda get taken away by the radical left lunatics, quote unquote. Evidently, the Supreme Court showdown and these elections that we are talking about together have morphed into a referendum on Trump's rather turbulent second term in office so far. Let's just start off with the elections. In Virginia and New Jersey, what started out as state contests for governor have been cast by unions, progressives, party strategists as a sort of referendum on the president's agenda and on how much power he should have. Trump has repeatedly signaled he is already focused on 2026. That's when the midterm happens. Trump has been publicly fretting about the midterm losses and urging supporters to turn out. The White House has also intervened selectively in state contests, directing money, endorsements, last-minute tele-rallies. But his Democrat rivals, even former President Barack Obama and other Democrats, are already crisscrossing key states in an effort to counter him. How voters respond this week will be read as a barometer of Trump's political strength. As it stands, if the Democrats hold or flip the pivotal races, it could signal political headwinds for Trump heading into 2026. If Republicans prevail or the results are mixed, it may indicate that Trump's influence remains potent, but the political test is only half of the story here. In Washington, the Supreme Court's new term will consider several high-stakes cases. This court is going to hear a major challenge, and it's one of the most important economic cases to reach the Supreme Court in years, in fact. The blockbuster battle over Trump's sweeping global tariffs, the battle to stop Trump's tariffs, is being waged by a group of small businesses, remember, including a family-owned toy maker in Illinois and a New York-based wine importer. They have taken the case to America's highest court. Arguments have been scheduled for the 5th of November, just days from now, a case that tests whether the president can actually impose broad import taxes without explicit new congressional authority. And the outcome could reshape U.S. trade policy. So a lot at stake. Also, the scope of Trump's economic power in a way. Then there is the case on Trump's bid to fire Democratic FTC member and overturn the 1935 precedent that allowed independent regulatory agencies. Trump's attempt to remove the Fed governor for alleged mortgage fraud is also up for hearing as she has sued to keep her job. Lastly, Trump's plan to limit automatic birthright citizenship to babies with a parent who is a U.S. citizen or green card holder will also be up. The case is raising fundamental questions about the 14th Amendment and who is counted as American. Naturally, Trump's legal team will be fighting to keep his power intact at the Supreme Court. In many ways, the Supreme Court cases and the elections part of the same struggle to define the boundaries of Trump's power and the future of American democracy itself in a way. The coming days will show whether Trump still commands the system or whether the system is ready to push back. And we will be getting you those updates very closely.